next up, something from a brand that seems to go through phases of everybody going, oh, we'd forgotten about them. They make some quite good watches, and then kind of disappears. But we've got this from Glashutte Original, the SeaQ Chronograph Silver Screen Watch. Chronograph, big date, good brand, big price, 14.5 grand. Any experience of this watch in real life, gents?
Yeah, we saw it in Geneva.
Right. What was your first impressions?
Beautifully made. Not my favorite CQ, but because the proportions are a bit odd about it for some reason. But it's almost Japanese in the way how quiet it is about the quality of its craftsmanship. It's you have to wear one, you have to look at one up close, and you have to really appreciate when something is crafted painstakingly into something that looks so similar to something so much less expensive. So you really have to like look into it. You really have to have an eye and an appreciation for it. Otherwise, you will probably go for something that is a lot more unique and spectacular in the way that it's designed. This is not a generic design, because the CQ is very much its own thing, but somehow you have to just really dig into it and look for those details that help validate its really high price.
Okay, let's give it a vote. Is it a hit? Is it a miss? Or is it a maybe? 1, 2, 3, go. Hit, maybe hit. Yeah, it's verging on a maybe, but I'm giving it a hit because it is a great watch. The problem is, Glashutte Original just need to do something to up their game to get into, I don't know, pay for some marketing. We're here, we're waiting for you. Do something just to get yourself more regularly in the conversation, because for whatever reason, they're just not there on a regular basis. It takes the occasional YouTuber to do compare this to a Rolex Submariner, look how much better this is, and all of these categories, but they just don't seem to then push on through to really get themselves going. Matt, how did you vote?
I voted maybe. Yeah, I think the big date is well positioned, which seems difficult with big dates. The case is just a little plain, I suppose, for me. That kind of 62 Moss H case, the bezel and the bezel insert. I don't know. It's just I love the dial and I love the contrast, but the case leaves me wanting.
Leaves you wanting, David. How did you vote? Did it leave you wanting? What did it
Yeah,
leave you wanting?
I voted a maybe. It's just not the CQ I would go for, even though the silver screen dial is very cool. You have to look at it in different lights, and then first it looks white, and then it genuinely has this like silvery undertone, like a silver screen, basically in the movies or in the cinema, which is again something that Glashutte Original can do because they have their own dial manufacturer in Germany. It's a proper German watch, which is also cool. If you look at a Lange, for example, that has a Swiss dial, it says made in Germany on it, but it was made in Switzerland. So it's like these little nuances when it comes to German watches that are kind of hilarious.
Good stuff. Ripley, how'd you vote?
I said it's a maybe, bordering on a hit. Um, I don't know if it's exactly the watch I would pick up for myself, but if you like the look of it, it's really going to deliver in terms of just how it's put together and just the attention to detail. I think the big date's well implemented, nicely decorated movement. Again, it's not the watch you're buying because you just are floored by the look of it. It's a watch you're buying because you appreciate, what's gone into it and like this aesthetic, full well knowing that you could get it for a fraction of the price from a different brand, just not executed to the same way. So it's a maybe. It's not the one I'd buy for myself, but it is objectively a very nice watch.
Juice for the chat's giving it a hit. Borisic's giving it a maybe. Kevin, how did you vote?
I voted a hit, like everybody else. I think it was bordering on maybe, but I went, went higher. Just made it as a hit. I love the vintage look of it. The ceramic bezel, I think it is, looks vintage as well. Just despite, I love the design of it. Glashutte is a very underrated brand, certainly in the UK. and they, as you quite rightly say, they need more marketing to get their name out there. It's wonderfully, beautifully designed. Um, oh, the SeaQ's maybe a bit too of a mishmash for me.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
I've just
popped up.
discovered I can display. There you go. There's learn. That's what you call learning on the job, where you discover you can actually display the text. Oh, we're going to display the word. We're going to display stuff from previous reviews, just because I now know how to do it. There we go. There we go. Something about US politicians you can all tune into and have a look at on the live stream at Blog to Watch weekly live.
What do we think about the logo, the GG logo? I feel like it could be improved. I'm not into it.
I mean, why is there a reason it's 2Gs?
Great question.
Because, like, Regent.
The story behind it is that one is looking towards the past and the other one is to the future. Think of that what you
Oh, come
Wow.
off it.
Yeah.
Marketing. Yeah, beep.
I mean,
They'd be better saying it was to do with horses. That we used to play Pomo back in the day, and it's GG's.
it's GG's. Yeah, good game. Yeah, well, I don't know. Go sounds better. Like GO sounds good. Like what are you? What watch are you wearing? I'm wearing a GO. Oh, that's cool. I'm wearing a GG. Not so much.